Hello, and welcome to a brief video tutorial of the new Micro-Credential Portal. The first thing I want to make sure everyone is aware of with the new portal is the login will be different. On the old portal, you had your own self-selected username and password. You will now have a username and password that is connected to your EdLeaders Network account. It is a single sign-on with our database. So you will use the ELN username and the ELN password that you use to access the course content. It will be the same for this new Micro-Credential portal. Once you get logged in, you will see on the left-hand side the navigation. The first place you'll land is the My Micro-Credentials page. If you have historical data in the old portal, you will need to first transfer that over to the new portal, and the system will walk you through that process. There will be a button to get started. It will bring over all of your old data and information into the new portal, and you will be able to see them listed on the My Earned Badges page over here on the left-hand side. I've got one badge that I've earned. When I click on that badge, I can see my timeline of events, and I can download the image to share on social media or in an email signature. Let's jump back to the My Micro-Credentials page. Some new icons for you to see here. Green means that you are complete. The first thing is viewing the materials and the video tutorials for the course. Next is the pre-check, where you upload a single artifact for one of the details and have it reviewed by the assessor. Next is the full portfolio submission, all the artifacts for each micro-credential detail. And finally, the earning of the digital badge and giving us the course or the micro-credential evaluation. The yellow means you are in progress. So on this one, I've completed the pre-check, but for communication advocacy, I'm still in the middle of completing that pre-check. And then, of course, gray means you haven't started at all. So let's jump into managing systems logistics to see each step of the process. Right up here, you're going to see a description of the micro-credential in text form, and then you're going to click the Get Started button to review the materials. At the very top, you can download the micro-credential document to review all of those details. Then you will do an overview of the document. We've got a 6-minute video there for you to review. There's a 2-minute video on the micro-credential communities on EdLeaders Network. Then a 5-minute video on the evidence submission and self-analysis, the pre-check artifact upload process, the completion of the portfolio upload and final submission, and then, of course, the evaluation and earning your digital badge. Once you've watched those videos, click the button and the check mark down here on the lower left that you've viewed the materials and you're ready to provide evidence. Then click Continue to the next step. All right, just give it a second there, and you can see my status is complete for reviewing the materials, and I'm now to the Upload Pre-Check Artifact section. When I click on that, it'll describe the purpose of this pre-check, how to go about the process, and once you get down to the bottom, you will choose one of the details, and I will just pick 1A, and then you will upload an artifact, and you will see that it is required that you give the evidence, the location of the evidence in the artifact, and a self-analysis of that artifact that you've uploaded as well. So that is required. Not only are you to upload an artifact, and we do recommend a PDF, no links to Google Docs, but something that is actually a PDF or Word document. And then that evidence, location, and self-analysis is required. You have the option to upload a couple other pieces of evidence to support this detail, but those are optional. So let me pick an artifact. Here, I'll choose a file. I'm just going to upload an image. Image file. Give it a name so you can refer to it later. And then we'll upload that artifact. Now, you will see this in yellow. It needs the explanation. So I will put testing, new portal in there. And now it says you need to save. So scroll down to the bottom and submit your pre-check for review. This reminds you that it's time to submit the pre-check, and this action cannot be undone. Once you submit the pre-check, you'll see the status changes to pending. Your assessor has been notified, and give them a couple of business days to review that pre-check and give you the assessment back. So now let's go back to my micro-credentials. And I can now see that my managing system logistics, I've accepted the materials, and I have uploaded the pre-check, and it is there for approval. Once your pre-check has been approved, it will turn green here in the box, and you are then allowed to reopen the micro-credential and go to the Build and Submit Your Portfolio. One of the really nice things about the new Micro-Credential Portal is your ability along the left-hand side of the screen to see your progress. So if there's a green check mark, that means you're done. I've done the pre-check. You can see that my pre-check was for the Detail 1A. It was approved and it is now green. And so I can see everything that I've done very quickly from this left-hand side. And same thing on the overall summary on the middle. Once you're ready to go to your overview narrative, that would be the next step. You click on Go on the right-hand side, and you will provide your overview narrative to answer these 5 questions. You will choose your file and save that and upload that to your portfolio. So after the pre-check, you are responsible to complete not only the overview narrative, but address all of the outcomes and details you see along the left-hand side, and finally that closing reflection. Once you complete all of these things and submit them to your assessor, give them 5 to 10 business days to review all of those materials and get feedback to you. And then you'll be able to come back to your My Micro-Credentials page. And again, once the badge is completely earned, everything will be green. And you can go to My Earned Badges and again, download that digital badge for showing your competency in this skill. If you have any issues with the new Micro-Credential Portal, there is a link on the left to report a bug. Give it a short title, describe the issue, and if you can, attach a screenshot for us of the issue that you found, and you can submit that report. You're also free to reach out to support at EdLeaders Network anytime should you have technical issues with the new Micro-Credential Portal. Thank you for watching this brief tutorial, and I wish you success in all future endeavors. Take care.